Not every conflict is necessarily a bad idea. So many times, while learning a new thing, unlearning something old, questioning the norms, figuring out a new innovative idea, we go through stress, we go through the conflict, we go through that deliberation, but all of that is a good or even healthy thing to deal with. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me one more time on this episode of the Absolutely Right podcast. I'm Aditi Surana. I'm a graphologist, a high performance coach, and an anti anxiety expert. On our Friday short episodes, we talk about a challenge, an issue, a problem that you're facing, and I come up with multiple ways to look at it being a high performance coach. One of the techniques that I use is called Kamasutra journaling. On the Absolutely Right podcast, we talk about a 3-step journaling process which begins with me asking you a solution oriented journaling question. Before you answer the question, before you dive deep into it, you actually take a moment and write this beautiful Kamasutra calming S-stroke practice for one entire page that allows your mind to feel calmer, grounded, and then you look at the actual solution way more clearly than you can imagine. And stage 3 is where you set a timer for just 15 minutes and write everything that comes to your mind non-stop in a handwriting journaling style. Now, all these 3 steps are really important. More than 7,000 people have gone through this process in the last 15 months. So make sure that you learn the technique exactly how you should learn it. The description box has the explanation video, so do check it out. Today's topic is kind of thought-provoking. Just before this recording, I had a session with Discovery Channel's employees where we spoke about anti-anxiety techniques and tools. And one of the participants asked this question. She said, what if I am comfortable and I'm content where I am and still feel anxious? What could be the possible reason for that? And that is such an important question. I know so many people who do not have obvious reasons to be anxious. They have everything that, according to other people, one must have, and still they feel anxiety, still they feel something is amiss. Is it applicable to you? I meet so many people who are on a journey with or without knowing why they're there. I genuinely feel that the meaning of life is a large concept, and we may or may not be able to do justice in one journaling session. But the important decisions of your life, like your career choices, finding a spouse, anything that is significant according to you, you have to have your why clearly defined. So please take a moment and write down that one decision that you feel unclear about when it comes to your career choice or your relationship. Now, it's an important area to talk about because most of the people, when they make a decision like getting married, they say, okay, I should get married to this person and all these boxes are ticked and this should be the right choice. But they know somewhere in their heart that this decision is not working for them. It is not what they want to do, but they ignore that inner voice, they ignore that internal clarity, and they go with things that they should do. Now, this is where the conflict begins and then it continues to grow. And that is what creates the huge problem. Not every conflict is necessarily a bad idea. So many times, while learning a new thing, unlearning something old, questioning the norms, figuring out a new innovative idea, we go through stress, we go through the conflict, we go through that deliberation, but all of that is a good or even healthy thing to deal with. If we don't do that, then constantly not growing, constantly not being engaged, or not having that reason or meaning of life connected to activities and everything that is happening around us can make us feel bored, anxious, absolutely disinterested, or even disconnected from people and situations. So today's journaling question is about looking at a decision that you feel unsure of, looking at an area that you feel conflicted about, and make a small note of it and ask yourself this question. What is my genuine, actual reason behind making this decision that I'm not accepting? Let me repeat the question. What is my genuine, actual reason behind this decision that I'm not willing to accept or I'm not accepting? Now, at some point, if the person asks a question like this, what am I hiding? they might be aware of where they're hiding their true, genuine emotions and can work on it. Now, that is the game. That is the process of using a journaling question. So, you know the steps now. First, you ask the question. Second, you do the Kamasutra S-stroke. Third, you set a timer for 15 minutes and write everything that comes to your mind. That may or may not be about the conflict, but in those 15 minutes, everything that comes out of your mind is something that you should be writing on the paper. No alteration, no editing. Now, journaling like this is a tool that one can use to know what's exactly happening at an emotional and mental level. You can observe your thoughts, your emotions, and see how you can maneuver them, how you can alter them, how you can change your perspectives. Now, tools like these come truly handy. We have this weekly online coaching program called APT, which means aspire, perform, and transform. The program is designed in a way that we give you tools and methods and a step-by-step approach to move forward, go to the next level, and literally commit to taking actions and moving forward with accountability. If you want to know more about it, the link is aditisurana.com/apt. If you think that you have fallen in love with the Kamasutra S-stroke like many people, and you want us to correct the stroke and check whether your formation is going in the right direction or not, then all you got to do is click a photograph and tag my Instagram handle at Aditi Surana so that my team can give you feedback. To know more about my work, how we can help your organization or you individually, you can visit aditisurana.com. I'll see you on Wednesday with one more episode of the Absolutely Right podcast. Till then, happy writing!